Hello there. Today I learned about files and paths and how to add stuff to files and change and so on. And the project today was to create a letter using this starting letter. So dear, and input the name here, blah 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 blah. And I had a list of people I wanted to invite. I started, first I have a really long path to my, files. So it looks kind of ugly, but yeah, just ignore this super long stuff here. First, I just made a list of the starting letter. I can actually just print here. So first, I actually moved the content of the starting letter into a list. Then I made it into a string. So I concatenated it, or I joined it. So here you can see basically the starting letter there, so on. So that's the first step, is making it into a text or a string. Then I took out the list of names like this. But as you see, the names, some of the names end with the \n. So I needed to remove that. I tried it a couple of ways and I had some problems. I had some ways where I actually separated Uncle Iron into two names, but this is the code to not separate it. But this is basically just a for loop to replace this with nothing, the n with nothing, which is genius and I should have used from the start. So then I changed the list to the ang, and yeah, without this \n. Then for the last part, here is where I create my new letters. So for each name in list invited names, I use the with keyword here, and I open and make and write a new file where I make a new letter. Let's rephrase here. I made a new text file for each name in the list. And how I made a new text file for each is that in this long damn path for this symbol, I replace it with the name, and then I change the mode to write, so I can actually change the content change the empty file and add the new text as a finished letter. So this finished letter, I then, first, I make the new letter where I take the text of the letter. So this long one down here, you see, and I replace the beginning, the name part, with the name in the list, and then I write the letter with the function .write, and I import the new text. I tried to just remove this part, and instead of making a new variable, I had text new letter be changed, but that doesn't work for some reason. So I had to make a new variable, and then I make the finish layer. And then if I run this project now, I should create a text file or a letter for each name that I want to invite. Bam, and here I have it. I have my angler, my upper layer, my Katara, Mono, Sokatov, Angelaro, and Zuko, which is of course is the amazing show avatar. And here in the file you see it changed the name. Yeah, so this project, it took some time and some Googling, of course, to figure out, but it wasn't that challenging. It was just mostly lessons today to understand how to edit and change and open files. And now if I compare to my teacher solution, it's basically, she has the exact same length. I just have a lot of print stuff here to make it easier to understand and explain. If you look at teacher solution, she also, well, she has this placeholder equals name. Let's see in the future here. So she first opens, or we can start with this. She has a lot smaller path, which is nice to look at. But yeah, she first opens the invited names and makes them into a list. Then she opens the letter, makes that into a list, and for the names in names, so the name list, she makes a strip name, name.strip, which is kind of confusing, but we'll see. I am actually gonna do this. Print stripped name, and then I'm gonna do this and this and this and see what happens. Ooh, that's very cool. I have no clue how. No, I don't know. Wait, let's print names. Print names. So for some reason this strip function here removes the \n. I have no clue why. Maybe that's the way the function works. Because I read it and I was how it worked, and I thought it only removed white spaces. But I guess it removes everything that isn't a character, or maybe a number as well. So that's cool. However, let's move on. There she removes the \n. Then she makes a new letter where she replaces we call it the name bracket name in the text file with the stripped name. And then she makes a new file for each name, strip name. So it's very similar, but she used some more. She used the strip function in a cool way, which I didn't understand, but now I do. So yeah, that was today's lesson or project, I may say. It was kind of quick. It just took some time to go through the lessons. And yesterday it just took time to make the project. So kind of excited for the next day, see if it's more advanced or not. So goodbye. Have a good day.